So throughout the West, I hear very few people ever making the connection between veganism and spirituality. It's very rare. I almost never see anyone talk about it. Even in the studies, they typically just ask people if they do it for the animals, for the environment, or for health. And I'm guessing a lot of the people that are spiritually motivated, they just get lumped into the animals category because that one is the most relevant. Obviously, veganism has a rich history, in different spiritual movements. I've talked about Jainism, which goes back 3,000 years, which is the oldest historically recorded documented society that was vegan. Here we have an ongoing established culture, an established tradition of veganism that predates Christianity. So all the people out there who want to, Christians who want to call veganism new and unnatural, veganism predates Christianity. Of course, we've got Hinduism and Buddhism. They have teachings on ahimsa, non-violence. They have a lot of vegetarians, and also we have a lot of vegans represented in these communities. So we're talking about millions of Jains in India that are fully vegan. We're talking about millions of Hindus in India that are fully vegan. More and more abstaining from dairy because they become aware how fucked the dairy industry is. So we have a branch of Buddhism called Mahayana Buddhism, which dominates parts of Asia, and there's millions of vegans, millions of vegan Buddhists. We have Seventh-day Adventists, we know they're strongly vegetarian. Many of them are also strongly vegan as well. So we're talking about millions of vegan Seventh-day Adventists. So another one which strongly aligns with veganism is Rastafarianism. There is currently hundreds of thousands of Rastafari vegans getting around on the earth. So there is a strong link between spirituality and veganism, and it probably should go without saying, but the act of not murdering innocent creatures could be considered a spiritual practice. Hare Krishnas, there's hundreds of thousands of Hare Krishnas that are fully vegan. And there's other various groups, religious traditions that recognize the importance of plant-based foods. Obviously, we have strong traditions in yoga and its connections with Hinduism, the importance of sattvic foods, and it's all based around the concept of ahimsa, which is non-violence. So when you're practicing veganism, it's not even just veganism, it's non-violence. I like the word non-violence because it doesn't have any of the baggage, any of this cultural conditioning that people are stirring up around veganism. So we're talking about a movement, that's based on universal principles of non-violence. It's so diverse that it transcends religion. It spans every continent, and it's based on a very simple practice that establishes a very simple goal, which is not causing suffering. It also happens to have additional positive effects of not destroying the earth and also not destroying your own body. So people act like it's all extreme. To be honest, the very simple act of not eating corpses is not extreme. There's nothing extreme about that. It's very simple. It's very easy. Not eating corpses, you have no idea how easy that is. So none of these stereotypes make sense. We have these stereotypes that say all vegans are Democrats, they're all narcissists, they're all extreme, and they're all virtue signaling. So obviously that's complete bullshit. Clearly there is an element, I don't know how widespread it is, of narcissism and political extremists and people virtue signaling. But in actual reality, we have this vast diaspora of people with all different motivations who are all brought together by this one simple act of compassion. So you have some people, they view their body as a temple and they seek to respect and honor this temple that they get to experience the earth in, so they don't want to ruin it with filling it with dead corpses. You have people with a great love and reverence for the natural world who don't want to see the world being destroyed and the Amazon being destroyed and every natural environment on the earth being destroyed, cut down all the trees so that we can graze cattle. And of course, there's a lot of people who just genuinely love animals and they don't want to murder them. And these are the ones who get the most amount of prejudice because of the implied moral threat people get sensitive when it comes to morality. So I don't think a sane human, any human on the earth, can actually defend factory farming. Even all meat eaters, all omnivores, they all know factory farming is an abomination and it's absolutely disgusting. And you also have people who are spiritually motivated, who may have an awareness of the interconnectedness of all things and how we are not really truly separate from the animals. And when we are murdering them, essentially, we're murdering a part of our own self. So veganism is the logical extension of vegetarianism. Vegetarians, they don't get as much prejudice, but it's exactly the same thing. It's just they never really thought it through. They never really thought through the consequences of factory farming, horrific exploitative conditions.
You gotta just get up, just get up.